Greetings everyone, this is Kevin Orris. In this video I'm going to be doing an Ask Me Anything here at the best year ever, also known as the end of the world, also known as the Great Revealing or the Apocalypse, which is not a negative thing, by the way. So I want to welcome everybody who's watching this live, or if you're watching the recording. If you are watching the recording, it would be awesome to hear from you and just type recording in the chat. If you're watching live, please do engage, comment, say hello, share, and yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day, y'all. Happy Friday and full lunar eclipse from Austin, Texas. Haven't done a live in a while. I was feeling inspired this afternoon. I thought I'd tune in with you beautiful, beautiful people. So, what do you got for me? What if this was the best year ever? There's so much Debbie Downer and negative energy out there. What if this was actually the best year ever? Something to think about. I want to welcome everybody joining. What's up? Noble Works in the house. What's up, brother? Good to hear from you. And our first question, which I'm not going to say the word because the algorithms, but does the V help people safe from Schmovid? And all I'll say about that is do your own research, trust your gut, and if the governments of the world really, really cared about your health, this is just a thought experiment. If they really cared about your health, right, your wellness, your physical well-being, your longevity, how would they behave? Think about that, like just really, if they really cared, right? Think about that, what they would do, and now think about what's been happening the last 2 years. I think you'll have your answer there. Yogi Magic, best after party ever was 2018 Envision at Fuego, right? I mean, that was an amazing party. I'm sad Envision got canceled, and it sounds like the Costa Rican government doesn't want a bunch of folks in their country going crazy during Schmovid. I understand that. I also think it's a bummer. I was looking forward to that festival, one of the best festivals in the world by far. Yeah, what else y'all got on your minds and hearts? Hello from Missouri. If you're watching, just type in the comments, where you're tuning in from, where you are in the world. Maybe tune in with some gratitude. Type one word of what you're grateful for. Noble Works. We'd love to hear more on the meaning of the word apocalypse and your interpretation, brother. Yeah, this is great. I think we are in the apocalypse, just so we're clear. And the the apocalypse, the word is actually Greek for to reveal, right? To pull away and to make clear, to reveal. The apocalypse, right? And you can look up the Greek etymology. But it's actually not the end of the world. It's actually the great revealing. So it feels like the end of the world because all this intense stuff is happening, right? But actually what's happening is that things are being revealed. Things have always been intense. There's been a lot of things happening behind the curtains, so to speak, in the world, and now they're out in the open. And so it feels like the end of the world. But it's not. It's actually just being revealed. And it's the beginning of the new world, aka the best year ever. So something to think about, something to tune into. If you are feeling challenged, as a lot of us probably are, speak up, ask for support, reach out, and just use the meditation of what is being revealed to you, right? What is being revealed? This is a meditation for the apocalypse. And I would highly recommend feeling into that, doing that, supporting other people to do that, right? So we have Edinburgh in the house. We have Seattle, gratitude in the house. What is the danger of the V? I mean, I feel like these are somewhat begging questions. I don't know how I feel about these questions, and I don't know if you're asking them seriously. But hey, let's go with it. Lucid Vibe Media. I'm not sure who that is, but appreciate your question. Um, I'm gonna try to get through all this. So what's the danger of the V? The danger of the V is that anyone who has an adverse side effect or is harmed is suppressed. So you can look up this stuff. Search VAERS, all capital, if you want to find the collective of people, families, mothers, fathers that are sharing their experiences. It's quite dark. And really just ask yourself, if a corporation is giving you something, say they give you a new candy that they developed, right? And they legally spend billions of dollars to be like, we're not liable for anything that happens when you eat the candy, but you need to eat the candy. You know, like what's going on there? Something weird's going on there. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a lawyer to realize that. So that's all I'll say about that. Meditation King. What feels like the biggest step we can take to shifting this paradigm from 3D to 5D reality? Well, the biggest step you can take is for you to personally shift from 3D or scarcity-based, fear-based reality, right? Very linear thinking, everything's logic, materialism, to 5D, right? The fifth dimension, which is living in alignment with nature, each other, the earth, and sacred economics, sacred governance. Sacred just means that we make it at the center. We put people at the center. We put life at the center. We put abundance and virtue and courage and wisdom at the center. Not profit, not extraction, not colonization. This is just very, very obvious to those of us that have witnessed this in our lives. But for some of us, you know, this can be a big journey. It can be a big upgrade to realize that a lot of the way we've been living has been programmed. So the biggest thing is to change your program, right? Seer Daddy, what's up, brother? Sending you deep love right back at you. Lucid Vibe Media, how does one do their own research? Well, you might want to start by not just going on the first page of Google. This is all I'll say about this. You need to do your own research. You need to consider multiple sources. You need to consider critical thinking, which means don't believe the first thing you read. And when you Google something, don't just read the first page of Google, right? Companies are paying millions of dollars to rank their SEO on the first page of Google so you can see what they want you to see, right? It's advertising. These companies are advertising companies, right? Making billions in advertising. So do you really think that it's about knowledge or giving you the truth or information that is extremely beneficial and actionable in your life? Not always, sometimes. So do your own research means go a step beyond. Consider the perspective that's opposite of you. So if you have an opposite perspective, you want to consider that. And don't take it on, right? Don't take on your beliefs as truth and just, you know, think that that's the only truth. Consider the other options, right? And then ultimately go with your gut. Trust your instincts. Do your own research. Trust the data. Look at it. Trust it provisionally. And then trust yourself. That's all there is to it. It's very, very simple. Are you V'd? What do you think? What do you think on that question? I do not consent to any forced medical intervention ever. And those that do and those that force that are committing crimes against humanity. And karma is a real bitch when you go against nature and humanity. So blessed be to all beings, may they be happy and free. That's the mantra there. What do you think about conspirituality? Yeah, conspirituality, for those that don't know, is a blog and podcast that's all about like exposing cults and new age movements and things like this. And I think that podcast and the founders, although they probably have good intentions, I actually got low-key canceled or featured on there, featured, along with like I was just on a collage basically from Mystic Misfit, JP Sears, Tony Robbins is on there, Marianne Williamson. It was just this brother who I won't name, who I thought was a friend who had been on my podcast, who went, you know, full Agent Smith, like, you know, in the Matrix when someone in the Matrix is being awakened or, you know, something's happening and then the agents can possess them and they start fighting the rebels. That's kind of what happened to this person, and I really feel sorry for the way he felt. Like, conspirituality basically is like a cancel culture brand, and I think they are egregiously irresponsible with some of their content. Like, literally, like, trolling people who are into green juice and fasting and practicing yoga or qigong, saying that this is conspiracy theories and anti-science and blah 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 just because people want to take care of their own health. I mean, it's silly and absurd on one level. On another level, they're trying to do something good because some people are, concerned about science and keeping people safe and protecting them, right? Which I don't know how sovereign that is. I feel like it increases a victim mindset sometimes. And I don't support that. I would love to have a conversation with the guys from Conspirituality and do it in a grounded way and really challenge some of their beliefs. And I'm sure they would challenge some of my beliefs. So that's what I have to say about that. What would you say to people about being the change versus trying to change others? I mean, it's pretty simple. Which one would you prefer? Would you rather someone change you? Or would you rather them be the example of being a changed person changing themselves? Embodying it instead of telling you how to live, right? It's absurdity. Denver, blessings from Denver. We got Seattle in the house. We got Illinois. If you're watching and you haven't commented, please, type in where you're tuning in from. Share something you're grateful for. Shout out to Steve Noble, Noble Works. He just bought one of my badges here on IG. Thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir. You're supporting the revolution. It's a really cool feature on Instagram now, and Twitter does this too, where you can directly donate to your favorite creators, right? So if you want to purchase a badge, I'd appreciate you. And my Bitcoin address is on my Twitter, which is in the link in my bio here if you want to send me some digital gold. What else y'all got? Drop your questions and let's talk. So I'm seeing some epic folks here. What's up, y'all? Shout out if you're joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What's on your heart? What are you grateful for? Got a lot of questions here. Bay Area in the house. Same, that's why I go to the gym every day, LOL. Facts. What's up in Phoenix, Arizona, Sedona, Arizona, Center of the Light and Revelation. That's awesome. What's up, England? So Lucid Vibe Media, I'm really curious who this is. And I appreciate your input. You call it Schmovid because you think people who are concerned about C are dull schmoes. No, I call it Schmovid because that word gets you flagged in the algorithm. And I'm not interested in trying to convince you about anything around it. All I'm asking for is critical thinking. And I also think words are magic, words are spells. So why would I want to use a word that's been crammed down the whole world's throat through corporate news media? Not going to do it. Because I have a choice, right? And so do you. So I appreciate you bringing this up. And we may not agree, and that's okay. All good. Appreciate you. How would a negative person become positive? Well, by creating positive action in their life and holding a positive mindset, set of behaviors. And, positive, negative. Negative isn't bad, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with being quote unquote negative. Sometimes negativity is important. Like, negativity is just a side of life. The shadow is a side of life. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if a person's always negative and complaining and draining energy and being egregious or aggressive or crossing boundaries, well, that person needs to be called out and that person needs to be addressed by their community, and hopefully that negative person could become positive. Shout out to Ohio, grateful for awakening, awesome. NobleWorks bought my first badge ever. Thank you, sir, you're a legend. Thank you for being here. Zana Prana in the house, Deanna, Caroline, been following for years, hi from Denmark, hello. iPillow, can mushrooms save the world? From Santa Barbara County, California. I think mushrooms should be decriminalized. I think there's amazing research happening at Johns Hopkins University and many places where psilocybin's being shown to massively help with depression, chronic anxiety, end-of-life anxiety. This stuff's amazing, amazing. Go check out Paul Stamets for non-psychoactive mushrooms and the health benefits, curing cancer, curing all kinds of diseases that are plaguing humanity and the pharmaceutical industry is profiting from. And meanwhile, the fungi, go check out Fantastic Fungi if you haven't seen that documentary. The mushroom world is amazing. I'm definitely a fun guy also. You, what's up? Gratitude for you, gratitude for everyone holding hope right now. That's what's up. Feeling connected with the mycelium family. Yes. Aslan in the house. I need to get you that NFT beat. Yeah, let's make an NFT. If y'all haven't seen my NFTs I released, you can check the link in my bio or go to my OpenSea. NFT Bard is my handle in the cryptoverse. Got some cool NFT tracks. There's actually 2 still available for purchase where you get the epic unlockables. You get physical art. You're going to get a creative consultation session with me, a free coaching session. Well, it's not free. You're paying for the NFT and Ethereum, but you're getting it at massive discount. And you get a music production lesson with my friend Bloom, who produced the track. Yeah, hit me up. Send me a DM. Vegan detox. Thank our friends that turn us on. Let me finish that thought. Thanking our friends, I bet. Shane in the house. Haven't been on Clubhouse in forever. Shells Austin, hello. India in the house. North Carolina. Expanding breath. Traveling Midwest by motorcycle at the moment. Wow. And you're on Instagram. Hope you're not driving. Just landed in Milwaukee. Grateful for that beautiful eclipse last night. Yeah, that eclipse energy was big. Are y'all feeling that eclipse? I woke up wide awake at 4 a.m. and was just in meditation, in contemplation, and then slept in a lot. My body's like, wow, a lot of energy, feeling it. Sacred art, are you recommending people to expatriate? No. I don't know, where did you read that or hear that? Never recommended that. Or do we just find safety and abundance where we're at? Yeah, I would definitely recommend finding safety and abundance where you're at, because that's the only place you'll ever find it. Sending love your way, Nicholas, thank you. Negativity can let you know that you're out of alignment with your soul. That's true. Negativity is information that can help you become more aware of what's happening. Quest the yogi in the house. We got some Clubhouse fam in the house. Anyone here on Clubhouse, you can find me on there. I just don't, yeah, Clubhouse is so much time commitment for me. I used to love it earlier this year, and now I'm not on it. So, see a lot of people here on Facebook, 13 people watching, but only a few people have commented. So I hope this is entertaining you. If you're watching and you haven't spoken up, what are you grateful for? Where in the world are you? Keep it simple. Also, this is an Ask Me Anything. Drop a question. There's a question box here that you can share, and I would appreciate you. How can we step out of the I'm right, you're wrong paradigm? Well, that one's pretty simple. There's only one way to step out of that, and that's to choose something different. Choose to not focus on being right. I was talking to a client yesterday in a session that was super powerful. That was all about, with the feminine in a relationship as a man or as a masculine, or in a business, right? You can choose to be right or you can choose to get results, right? And this is an idea in Greek thought and in philosophy, right? Which is philia Nikeia versus philia Sophia. Philia means the love of or the pursuit of, and Nikeia means victory, right? Nike. So some people have the love of victory. They want to win. They want to be right. And we can see plenty of those people out there. Nothing wrong with wanting victory, but when it becomes overwhelming and it starts negatively inhibiting you or others, this is a problem. We want to go for philia Sophia, and this is why I choose philosophy. Philia Sophia is the love of wisdom, right? And so the love of wisdom is all about dialogue, it's about collaboration. You don't need to be right. You love truth and you love wisdom, and you treat people accordingly. Just a fun thought. What's up, Beth? We got Logan in here, Shonda, Marcella. Thank you all for being here, saying hello. Shreya says, any thoughts on showing up for yourself in the masculine frequency when going through upheaval in the emotional body? Grateful to have caught this live. Much love. Yeah, there's a subtlety here around, men and women both have masculine energy. Everyone does. It's just a slice of energy, right? We all have feminine energy too. So there's a lot of upheaval in the emotional body, which we can think of as feminine or yin, right? The body itself and the emotions are always changing, which is kind of that feminine nature, which is so beautiful. But the masculine can actually create a container and support that, even with yourself, right? You don't need a partner, you don't need a coach or a guru. You can do it for yourself and create a container, right? Create a space to feel all that. So the masculine frequency can show up by creating structure, by creating safety for yourself. All kinds of practices to do that. Physical practices, breath practices, movement practices, dietary practices. These are all ways to help create a container and help us move through big emotion, right? There's a lot of emotion on the planet right now, as we know, as you probably know, being in a body right now. Grateful for everyone joining. Nicholas says, what's something you're most looking forward to right now? Well, on the tip of NFTs, I'm very looking forward to 2 more tracks I'm about to drop. One is with Equanimous, who many of you may know, which is awesome. It's more of like a dance, power-up, motivational track where I'm speaking on it. And the other one is with Brent Weiss, formerly from Cloud People. Some of you also might know him. It's more meditative and like still inspirational but slow. So those are going to come out. Also with Sarah Mock, I'm doing an Oracle deck. So I've written an Oracle deck, and I'm the author. She's the artist. The cards are visionary, archetypal, pagan, very powerful. And so that's going to come out and also be part of an NFT launch. So that's what I'm excited about today. And yeah, thank you all for being here. And if you have other questions, type them in the chat. Got some good ones today. Shout out from Hollywood, Sydney, Australia in the house. Is Clubhouse still a thing? I think so. So Clubhouse is still a thing. I don't get on it very much, but I still have my club on there. I will be doing some NFT and crypto stuff on there because that's where a lot of that community is. I'm in Vancouver, grateful for my first paying breathwork client this morning. Fuck yeah. Congratulations. I bet that feels good. Probably feels really good. Logan in the house, NFT Lord, great stuff as always, brother. Shout out to DFW, Dallas. Marcella, I'm grateful to be here. I loved your talk at One Festival and being here. Yeah, awesome. The Oneness Festival. That's actually coming up. I'm going to post about that today. If you want to sign up for that Oneness Festival, check out my stories or my Facebook page here soon. The link in my bio will take you there. Gregory, I'm grateful. Love listening to you. Your words and looks are magical. Thank you. Grateful for you. And yeah, I'm really curious, what else is on y'all's heart and mind? I'm going to go for a few more minutes, then get back into my day. But yeah, what's something y'all really want to share? Sunshine Holistic Wellness out in Florida. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm really excited for Web3. So if you haven't looked into Web3, Web3 is basically the next iteration of the internet, the next kind of like Lego block on top of Web 2, which has been all based on software and like communities and social networks like Instagram and Facebook. Web 3 is going to be all of that, but on the blockchain, decentralized. Your wallet, your Ethereum address, your NFT collection can intermingle with the web and interface with it in a new way, right? So think about, we already have the Lego set of like Facebook and Instagram and mobile software and apps. Web3 is the next Lego set, which is interchangeable all over the place with decentralized blockchain technology. And this is coming very quickly. It's going to define this decade. This isn't about get rich quick schemes. This isn't about pumping a meme coin. This is about freedom, privacy, decentralization, and the transfer of wealth to the people, and the transfer of decision making to the people, which is why I'm bullish on NFTs, why I'm bullish on DeFi, Bitcoin, Ethereum, blockchain, DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. This is really big stuff, and you're going to see a lot more of that from me. Sunshine, I just joined in. What are we discussing here today? All kinds of stuff. It's an Ask Me Anything. So share whatever you want to share and ask a question. Nicholas, really enjoying gratitude practice lately. I find it helps me connect with the magic of life in a beautiful way. It's awesome to hear. Gratitude is the master key, y'all. It is the master key. If you have gratitude and you cultivate it diligently, your life will reflect that and you will profit. Logan, I get your point about not always looking for victory or being right, but how do you differentiate that from treating people with the love of wisdom? Wisdom being tied to truth, i.e. being right or righteous, acting in accordance with #natty law. not to be confused with natty light. Yeah, natty law is very important. Natural law, for those of you that don't know. Well, this is the funny part. So the people who are in Philia Nikeia, which by the way, I got this idea and really tuned in with it from a podcast with Jordan Viveki or John Viveki and Jordan Peterson. So go check that podcast out. It's an incredible podcast. I believe it's on Jordan Peterson's podcast, but it's one of the best. And basically, people who are always about winning or being right, they miss truth, right? Because they're willing to win at any cost. And sometimes that means sacrificing truth. We don't want to do that. That really fucks a lot of things up. People who love wisdom, Philia Sophia, and go for wisdom being tied to truth, which is right, or righteous, will end up being right or winning more often, but not by seeking it, right? If that makes sense. So that's kind of the paradox with that. A lot of people get stuck in trying to win or trying to be right. And that's how the culture trains us. But it's not actually supportive to humanity. It's not actually supportive to our systems, right? So this is something to think about. It's something to dive into and play with in your life. Dev in the house. What's up, Dev? Yeah, I saw your Telegram, brother. We're going to talk soon, hopefully today or tomorrow. Something I do that could be annoying for people trying to get a hold of me, but also is really powerful for flow state mastery, which I teach in my online course, by the way, if you want to check that out. It's in the link in my bio, is I create first, right? So today I did my little morning practice, very quick. Did my tonics, my hydration, my super bulletproof coffee. And then I listened to some podcasts, got some learning in, cold shower, breath work. And then I create first, right? And I had a very chill morning because I don't have anything scheduled today. So it's like amazing. Create first. Then after this, I'll answer all my messages. I'll clear my inboxes, do some writing, do the things I need to get done, have some calls. Creating first is a really powerful mindset because it gets you in the creative energy right away instead of trying to, get all this stuff you have to get done first and then you feel dried up, but you don't feel creative after that. So it's really important that you actually lean in and dive towards creative energy first, right? Which is why I'm on here. I thought, hey, I'll do a live. It's the lunar eclipse. Which, by the way, fun fact, this is the longest lunar eclipse since 1440, aka the Renaissance. So I think on that note, I'm going to sign off. So grateful for all of y'all. If you want to stay tuned with what I got cooking up, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. You can go to my website, kevinorris.com. Links are in the bio or in the comments here, so check that out. I have an NFT collection on OpenSea if you're an NFT creator or collaborator or collector. Check that out. Got 2 more coming up, as well as an Oracle deck. So you'll be able to buy this archetypal Oracle deck and share that with your friends, draw some cards. And right as I'm about to leave, Adam Roa in the house. I had a dream about Adam Roa last night. Interesting. I was going to share that later. So wonder what the hot word or take for you is, Adam. And we got Amir in the house too. What's up? 2 of my favorite LA brothers from back in the day who are now doing the thing. So stoked y'all are here. Do you have a question, an insight, or a share that you want to drop in before I sign off here? Shimmer indeed. It's a wonderful name. It's funny because at the beginning of this, everyone, or not everyone, one person was really dropping questions about the C word, the Rona. And I think that's really interesting obviously it's present for everyone, but it's like people never get tired of asking about it or talking about it or saying the most obvious things about it and kind of like testing. It's what it felt like. Which is fine, I don't have a problem with that. I just find it fascinating that some people haven't gotten tired of that. Like, how many times can you share about that and not get bored, not use your creative energy in another way, to build, to found, to inspire, to create wealth and abundance? What if this was the best year ever? To go back to the title and the kind of inception point of this video. What if this was the best year ever? I guess the question is, do you want to let society and governments and politicians dictate how you experience the year, how you experience the magic of living and being and creating and working and loving? Or do you want to interpret that and create it inside, right? Outside coming in, conditioning, or inside coming out? You know, is this the best year ever? I think it could be. I can only speak for myself, but it has been one of the most transformational, potent years ever. Certainly also one of the most challenging years ever. But best doesn't mean it's just happy, clappy, kumbaya, riding a unicorn into a butterfly field. It means there's challenge, there's power, there's purpose, and because of that, there's obstacles that you're overcoming. And so that's how I define the best year ever, which for me, I think this very much could be the best year ever. Now it's hard to beat 2019 and 2020 because those were my previous best years ever. So it's just like keeps up leveling, right? It's pretty wild. Yeah, some damn exciting times to be alive. That's right. So going into overtime here. Logan, they're addicted to the fear and validation of having it. They're seeking it on others just as a religious gathers do to congregate and fellowship. I think that's true. I think there's a religion of the Rona and there's a religion of fear on this planet. And the fear and validation addiction is real. And so I just hope and wish for those folks and for myself to become free of fear, to let it pass through me with the inner eye, and only I will remain. Litany of fear for those Dune fans out there. And go forth and create, inspire, and share your gifts, your energy with the world so we can create that positive sum game, right? For the best year ever, the new Renaissance. That's it, y'all. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, share it with your friends, tag somebody who gets to hear this. And if you're interested in working with me, my online courses, you're interested in my NFT projects, link is here for you. Signing off now. Big hugs, big love for y'all.